Hey y'all, my name is Jackie,
Hey, my name is Rico.
and we're just coming to y'all today with what we call marriage vibes.
The vibes of the vibes.
And marriage vibes is just how in our marriage we be vibing.
We sure do.
And we just want to offer a quick disclaimer, really quick, that like what we're talking about is not advice. We just really having a conversation about how we be vibing in our marriage.
Exactly.
And if it helps you with how you vibe in your marriage, well then great. But if not, just know that this is not our way of giving advice. This is just our way of like talking about how we vibe, okay?
So we vibe.
And we're gonna do our video a little bit different than what we normally do it. Me and Rico, we're just gonna have a conversation, and we are inviting y'all into our conversation today, okay? So anyway, baby, the thing is that I was reading. Let me put my glasses on. I was reading Colossians 3.
Colossians 3.
Yeah, 3 and 18.
Okay.
You want to pull that up for us?
Yeah, I do know.
And I was actually reading it out of the TPT. I know you like other versions, but I done fell in love. Our apostle put us on the onto the TPT version of the Bible, and I just been stuck on it, y'all. I can't get out of it.
Yeah, that TPT is some good stuff.
Yeah.
Colossians 3 what?
3:18.
3:18.
Yeah. And so as a wife, when I read that, baby.
200 TPT.
Yeah. When I read this out of the TPT, I started thinking like I really wonder, do I make you feel that I do these things that is staying in here? And so I just, I really want to know. So you want to read that first part really quick?
How about you read it?
Okay. It says, let every wife be supportive and tenderly devoted to her husband, for this is a beautiful illustration of our devotion to Christ. Now, in this series episode, we're just going to talk about supportive.
Yeah.
And like in most translations, this actually says to be submissive.
Yeah.
But I like the way that that this is said in the TPT, and you about to find out why, baby. So this is telling the wives to be supportive, and I want to look up the definition to supportive, baby, because I want to know, am I bringing this to our marriage? Like
supportive?
Yeah, like you got to check out what it means. So when we look up supportive, it says serving to sustain and strengthen the condition of something, or providing encouragement of emotions, or emotional support.
Emotional support.
So this means, this is what got me stuck, is to sustain to strengthen the condition of something. Do I do that?
So you see, it said to sustain and to condition.
To sustain the strength and condition of something.
To sustain and strength.
To
sustain
the strength.
The strength and the condition of something.
Right. So it basically, do I sustain the strength and condition of you?
Yeah, I would say yeah. Because you see, when we're reading this here earlier, we're talking about to be in strengthen. I could strengthen myself, but I can't do it on my own. I could do it, but till an extent. See what I'm saying? I can't sustain myself. I can, but I can't. You see what I'm saying?
So the opposite of strength would be like to deplete someone, like to take away someone, or weak.
Yeah.
The opposite of strength is weak. So do I make you, what I'm bringing to you, does it make you feel strengthened or weakened? Like at the end of the day, or at the beginning of the day, like, is it like, man, I don't even want to come in here to this house with this woman because like she about to have me? Or is it like you waiting outside for me to come in the house because you don't want to do life without me?
Exactly.
Like, which one is it?
I love that I could come home, I know that I'm coming home to a wife that support me in everything, and strengthen me in everything, and lift me up in everything. And I think that right there, yeah, you do all that and some.
Because I was seeing this picture when I read this, right? And for me, it was a little bit, because for wives, sometimes when we hear that word submit to a man, it's like
That's the part.
it's like
That's
submit, like I'm not under your foot, you know what I'm saying? But I actually, when I saw this, when I read this today, and I looked up the definition of that word supported, I I saw it different. I saw like I saw like you not being strong enough to hold yourself up,
Mm-hmm.
and me pushing you up.
Yeah.
That's what I
You
saw.
see, but ain't nothing wrong with that because sometimes we need you, like me as a husband and you my wife.
Mm-hmm.
I got places in my life to where I need you to push me.
Right.
I need that push.
Right.
So by you pushing me, no, you showing me that the strength that I need is within within my half.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So because that's why you say when you leave your mother and your father to come one with your wife, you come one, right?
Uh-huh.
So now my other half now pushing me in the places where I'm weak.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
No, you're helping me, you strengthening me in places where I can't do it on my own. So
Yeah.
I need you. It's not about you being beneath me, but it's about you being even with me.
Right.
Because when we even, we'll work even better.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, some people look at the word submissive, and when some wives see submissive, they see, oh, they think I say slave.
Right.
But it's not about being slave.
It's about supporting.
It's about being supportive, and it's about being equal.
Right.
One for the other.
Right, because how am I going to support you if I'm not as strong as you?
Exactly.
Like, what I got to support?
I
mean, what kind of strength, what am I offering to, I mean, I'm just saying.
It's true.
Yeah.
But when people read the scripture and they start looking at the word submit, they look at, oh, she is a weaker vessel. The Bible says that you are the weaker vessel.
Right.
But that don't mean because you're the weaker vessel that you ain't worthy.
Oh, we're going to talk about that one day.
Oh,
one day on
God.
these, we're going to get into that weaker vessel. But, I get it, baby.
Yeah, you get it?
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about, like, what it means to, like, really what that looks like. What does that strengthening look like in, like, on a day-to-day basis, okay? Because, like, me, if I don't know what it's like to be a man, but you just tell me if this, like, I'm looking at it and I'm wondering. So, like, if you got to worry about finances, right? Like, if you got to worry about how both of us gonna spend the money, then is that gonna make you feel weaker or strengthened? Because, like, if you got to go to work and work that 8 to 10 hour shift where you using your hands all day long and you're not really available to take care of business like stuff for our home on a daily basis because you on the floor, so you can't use your phone like you supposed to, and you don't have the time to go grocery shopping and make sure our house has what it needs and stuff, and nor do you really have the time after working that hard. What you do though, you do this. Like I know sometimes you'll come home and cook because you get home earlier than me sometimes.
Yeah.
But like going grocery shopping and then turning around and having to come home and do the cooking and then having to turn around and worry about working that work job in that hot heat all day long, and then also have to worry about, well, if I give her access to my bank account, is she gonna spend everything we got in there, or is she gonna be frugal? Is that going to deplete you of your energy, or is that going to, are you going to be good? Like, is that what that means to strengthen you? Like, am I sustaining you by making sure that you don't have to worry about all of that stuff?
But you see, I call that sustain because, let me tell you why. Because the things that I can do, you could do.
Okay.
And I hear a lot of marriages or relationships to be saying, oh, watch out. I don't do this because I feel like if I allow shit to get in my business, I don't know why they consider it their business, because when me and you become one, we became one business. You see what I'm saying?
But if you can trust, like, what what makes a man? You're a man. What makes a man talk to the people? Like, what makes a man not trust his wife to be able to
See,
give her that? Like, what?
then you talking to me. If you show me that you're not a wise woman,
Okay.
I'm not gonna trust you with my stuff.
What would make me a wise woman and versus a foolish woman in your from your perspective?
In my point of view, if I give you access to my account,
Mm-hmm.
and I give you the access to say, okay, you freely to use whatever you want in my account,
Mm-hmm.
but use it wisely
Mm-hmm.
and not foolishness. I mean, like very foolish.
Like, would you have to tell like a wise
If I have to tell you that, I'm not gonna give you access.
Facts. I get that.
But if I give you access and I say, baby, here is my account. This is everything. This is what we got. Do what you gotta do. And you show me wisely, okay, the house need groceries. I'm gonna buy groceries. Or the house need cleaning products. I'm gonna buy cleaning products.
Mm-hmm.
And then I come back and I look at my account and my account look to where it look different.
Mm-hmm.
And you explain to me then, this is what I had to get. I would understand.
Right.
But keeping it away from you ain't gonna make it no easier on me.
Right. So I know for me and you, like, it's kind of always been like a thing where you have always been easy. You know, we've had some bumps and everywhere. Where it's always been like, you know what, you're my wife. It is what it is, right? But what were you looking for as a man, like when you first started getting to know me, to make you feel safe enough to do that? Like, what did you see in me that like, because you had to pay attention to my spending habits on with my own money. Like, what did you see? Did you see me like just spending money just crazy, or did you see a woman that tried to budget what she had? Like, what was it that
you see? When I first met you,
Mm-hmm.
I had to learn you.
Okay.
So by me learning you and I seeing your every move, then it's showing me places in our relationship to where instead of having a wall up, I could bring the wall down.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see and you showing me your daily routine.
Right.
Your life routine. Let me say that way, your lively routine. So when I first met you and you showed me then, okay, you're worthy of me allowing you to use my finances to do what needs to be done.
Mm-hmm.
My heart tells me that I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I trust you. But then to the point you spending, I didn't see that. That part I didn't see.
Right.
So you got to look at a woman of how she spend her money,
Mm-hmm.
according to where. If I give she my account, is she gonna spend it that way?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
y'all are watching, is what you're saying. Men are
watch.
Men are watching, even if they not saying nothing.
They're watching.
Okay. So I think that we covered some pretty good stuff, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just, as you can see, this is just how we be vibing.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean? Like, I try to be a supportive wife. I'm hoping, like, we never really had this discussion, like, really until today. Like, baby, do you feel like, according to this scripture, that I actually do this? Like, am I support? Maybe ask your spouse that. Maybe take the time to have that conversation. Like, do I support you? Am I a supportive person? Because, like, if all we ever think about is ourselves, then we're not really being supportive. Like, what does he need to?
Exactly.
But I just want to leave y'all with this. I was looking on Facebook last week, and I saw this picture. And in this picture, it was this man, and he was on top of a cliff. And there was a woman hanging off of the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And the man was holding her hand, trying to pull her up off of the cliff. And in between the cliff and the man and the woman was a snake.
Oh, wow.
And the snake was biting the wrist of the woman.
Oh, okay. I see. I think I see that.
And at the top of the cliff, there was a rock on top of the man's back.
Oh, wow.
And so the man is trying to pull the woman up while he's got this rock in his back. And the woman has a snake biting her in the arm, so she's not pulling up too. So, and she's she's wondering to herself, why he ain't helping me no better than like, why he just sitting here just holding my hand and not pulling me up. And the man is wondering why she ain't even trying to pull herself up, you know? He couldn't see the snake up under the rock biting her, and she couldn't see the rock on his back, keeping him from pulling her up.
Yeah.
I say that to say that this is the same thing. Perspective is everything.
Everything.
And so sometimes the woman is looking at the man and she's thinking to herself, dude, you're not doing your part. Like, why you're not being a strong enough man to pull me up?
That's true.
But the whole time this man probably got something going on to where he's not able to pull you up.
That's what you need too.
And the man is looking at the woman like, girl, why you ain't even doing nothing? Like, really?
Yeah.
And the whole time she can't do nothing because her wrist is being bit by something that is affecting her ability to pull up. Yeah. Okay? So I say all that to say, y'all, perspective.
Yeah. Work with each other.
Work with each other.
Stop working against each other.
And try to learn each other. Figure out what it means to support each other and what the other one might be going through. Anyway, that's how we be vibing. I ain't gonna tell y'all that's what you should do, but that's what we do.
That's what we do.
That's how we be vibing.
Yeah.
Until next time, y'all.
See you guys.